Welcome back to another American-Statesman webcast. Rick, it's a little rainy outside, but that doesn't mean we can't talk about football. Let's talk about this past weekend, game ball time. I know when we did our preseason MVP picks, we both picked a defender as someone to watch. Last week, I think even a defender or two got a game ball, but I have a feeling this week is going to be all about offense. Who's your first game ball going to?
Well, it's going to go to 66-3, and that means Jordan Yakis, the new quarterback from Austin High. He's a senior, but he was only playing in his second varsity game. All he did was account for 8 touchdowns and a 66-63 victory in overtime against Belton in what must have been a classic. And for someone just playing his second game, that was incredible. 410 yards passing.
Jordan's kind of a new name on the scene. Took over for Jacob Morgan over there in Austin High. My first game ball is going to go to a name we know a lot about, Josiah Monroe down at Bastrop. Bastrop lost their first game last week to McNeil, but this past weekend on Thursday, in a game that was on TV, he threw for 5 touchdowns, ran for another touchdown as Bastrop got back on the winning track with a big victory over Seguin. So he's going to get my first game ball. Your second game ball, I'm sure we're probably going to be talking about the same game.
It's the same game. The other quarterback, David Ash, the University of Texas recruit, he had 6 touchdown passes and 2 running touchdowns, and it was good for 63 points, but not good enough for a win. He throws for 450 yards in defeat. When you score 63, as his coach said, you usually expect to win. Unfortunately for him, it wasn't the case.
Tough break, but those things happen every once in a while. We've talked about 3 quarterbacks. Let's talk about 1 running back, Walker Netherton, running back up at Regents. A lot of people probably don't know about him, but Regents this past weekend rolled by St. Andrews, and Walker ran for 5 touchdowns. In both of his games this year, he's run for over 200 yards, so he's getting it done there. Regents has a pretty big game this week against Hyde Park, so we'll see if he can get that, keep that streak of 200-yard games going. So if he does that, maybe he'll be featured next week in our game ball section. Check back next week and see who we'll be honoring.